more involved in the receiving game at Georgia?
Well, Georgia has great backs, and we have great players all around the field. So you have to get the ball to a lot of guys. So I understand. We have great playmakers everywhere. We have multiple guys here, at the combine, then more guys at the school. So it's only one ball. So I'll do whatever I have to do to help my team.
Is that a question that comes up? Is your ability to catch out of the backfield when you meet with teams?
Yes, sir. They all want to see it. They all say, we see you catch the ball, but you just don't catch it a lot. And so I look to come out here and, show my hands and be smooth with everything I do.
What's the biggest thing maybe you learned from your dad to kind of help you, kind of absorb the spotlight in the NFL?
Just remaining who I am and doing the things that got me here. Don't switch up now that you're here. Do the same things that I've worked to do to get here.
Have you met with the Bills at all this week?
I honestly can't remember. I'm sorry.
Elijah, what do you think James Coley will do with the offense at Georgia?
I'm very interested to see. I haven't been back yet to kind of watch it all. So I'm very happy for him and interested to see.
How close were you to coming back, and what ultimately made you decide to go pro?
My teammates. I really didn't want to leave them. I didn't want to leave Georgia on that note. I have a lot of good friends still on the team. And that's not really the way I wanted to go out. But I had to do what was best for me and kind of put everything else aside.
So many Georgia running backs having success in the NFL, 2 of them being in the Super Bowl last year. Do you feel any pressure to kind of live up to that?
I've been living up to a legacy my whole life, so it's nothing new for me.
With your production, you had only close to 300 yards 2 years ago, and then you bust over 1,000 last year. What decisions did you have to weigh to maybe go back to maybe kind of boost your stock, so to speak?
I had to look at, how much could I improve my stock with this time, or how much could I improve my stock going back to school, and I just felt that it would be better for me to go ahead and come out.
Going to the next level, what's the biggest thing that you bring to the NFL?
I think I think I could be a 3-down back, and and I can also do other things. I can pass, protect, I can catch, I can play special teams if need be. So I think I can do. I'm a full package.
Did you cut weight between your sophomore and junior year, Elijah? And if so, how much? Did you cut weight between your sophomore and junior year?
Not really. I might have gained a couple pounds, honestly, but nothing significant.
And as far as the speed training, where have you been working out, and what have you done with Christian Coleman? Did you know him before?
I kind of knew him from high school a little bit because he went to a school that was pretty close to mine, but he had the same trainer as me growing up. So we hooked up through that, and he came down for a weekend, and so we just trained for a weekend, and I got to get some good insight from him, clean up my 40 a little bit and stuff like that.
Did you get him to run against you directly?
After I seen him come out once, I was like, I don't think I want to run against you.
Some GMs in the league have undervalued the running back position in the past years. With guys like Barkley, Fournette, and Early coming out, do you think that attitude has been changing?
Yes, sir. I feel like running backs, are very good in the NFL. We have a lot of good running backs in the league, and I feel like every single year it just continues to be one more and pop up until we be valued the right way. Do I score on the wheel route? Yeah, if I can score, I've always picked to score.
Elijah, Josh Jacobs being climbing up board, some have him in the top 5. When you think about a guy that didn't start with 3 games his entire career, you split carries too. What do you think that says about the position?
I think it's just more power to the way Georgia does things with the running backs and splitting time. It doesn't really hinder you to split time with somebody. And if you're a good back and you want to come out fresh and have a good career, have a good long career, a school like Georgia will be the place for you.
Do you think the NCAA transfer portal will have an effect? You just mentioned the benefit of waiting your time and splitting time, or do you think that won't affect the elite schools like Georgia's maybe quarterback position?
Well, quarterback's a different position because you can't really split time at quarterback like you can at running back or any other position, so that's like a whole different ball. I can't. I've met with so many teams I can't even remember. I would say I'm a physical 3-down back who can help in the passing game and the blocking game.
Like, I'm ask you about your dad, but who would you say say is the strongest female in your life? What did they teach you?
Definitely my mom. My mom's, she raised me, and she's taught me all the things I know in my life. And one big thing for her is finishing school. So I plan on going back to school next year and finish school for her.
I think I'll take action very quickly.
Elijah, I'm sure you've been asked about your dad 20 times here and a million times in your life. Are you tired of the questions? Do you embrace them? What do you think of the constant Evander you kind of listen to?
I think it's just respect to my dad, how great he was. He's still being talked about every day. Every day somebody talks to me. So I think it's just a respect to him, how good he was.
Do you feel a pressure to live up to his name or anything?
I try my best not to think about that. If I continue to work hard and do the things I do, I'll be fine.
What would constitute a successful draft for you?
Just going to a team. I don't, you know what I'm saying? All the rounds and stuff don't really matter to me. As long as I go to a team, once I get on the team, I still have to go to work and, earn my paycheck.
Is there a type of system that you think maybe that fit in best for you can work through all of them, but any one kind of think would work best for you?
I think I'm a back who can fit in multiple systems, so that's something I'm not worried about.
Well, maybe then.
Elijah, can you talk about your special teams role and attitude towards playing special teams at Georgia?
Yes, sir. Everybody asks me what special teams I played this year, and I tell them punt return. They're like, we didn't see you returning punts. I played on the line of punt return. It's something that we took pride in at Georgia, and it's something that Coach Smart takes a lot of pride in on playing special teams.
Did you play any on the punt team, and had you run that fake in practices? I know I talked to Nick Moore. He said you know a lot about that play.
Yeah, we with punt teams, I was in on certain packages and that too, just in case we ran a fake. So, Coach Smart does not mind putting he doesn't mind putting anybody on special teams, and I enjoy it.
What was your role on that fake punt?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was something with I think I might have been a decoy, but I'm not sure.
And then as far as the conviction, a lot of the fans were critical afterward, but the guys that I've talked to said they were dying to run that play in that situation. Where did you stand on that fake against Alabama this year?
I support Coach Smart's call, and he usually makes the best call. So I don't really have an opinion. I know that's what he's going to bring to it.
I'm guessing as a son of a boxer that you've got plenty of toughness. Is that a fair statement?
Yes, sir.
We've seen you run around some guys, and we've seen you run some guys over. What's the decision-making process there when you got the ball in your hands?
A lot of times it's just the feel. I'm trying to figure out what he's going to do as well as he's trying to figure out what I'm going to do. So, just a split-second decision, so I never really know until it happens.
How has football shaped you? How has football shaped your life?
It's helped me a lot. It got me a scholarship and it's got me in Indianapolis. So it's shaping my life all right now.
What kind of impact did you say Sony Michel had on
Georgia? I really watched him a lot from afar. Just watching the way he led and watching the way he worked. So I would say he's definitely impacted me a lot. So now I know what it takes to get to where he's at.
What was it like watching him in the Super Bowl and the playoffs just really dominate down the stretch?
It was great. It's something we knew he could do. We all seen it before. Countless practices and countless games. So it didn't surprise me at all.
You play more like Sony or more like Nick?
I would say I'm kind of in the middle, right? Both, the middle of both of them.
I'm sorry if you already touched on this, but Roquan Smith, how close were you guys as college teammates?
We're good friends. Me and Roquan still talk now.
Giving you any advice about this whole process?
Yeah, he just says the same thing everybody says. Just relax and be yourself, and then go out and do what you do best.
You came in really as a mature guy, had a great year. How closely did you follow him? How much was that kind of an inspiration for you going and trying to do the same thing?
Well, at college, Roquan was kind of the same way. He's always on top of his stuff, and just watching him, go into there, we all kind of figured what he was going to do.
What was it like going against him in practice?
Not fun.
How much did it help you?
Nah, it helped a lot though, because if you can make Roquan miss, he's so smart and knows where you're going to cut back to and stuff like that. If you could get away from him, you can pretty much get away from anybody.
Elijah, did you get a chance to watch the Eagles at all last year, and if so, do you have any opinions on that team?
I love watching Philadelphia. Never been, but I would enjoy it.
Do you have a formal meeting with them yet here?
Not yet.
What can we expect from Zamir White?
I think Zamir will be really good, recovering from his injury, and I think he'll have a real bright future in Georgia.
Elijah, one of the more popular issues at Georgia was the quarterback situation. Was there any tension, and how did you guys avoid that becoming a divisive issue?
We really didn't think about it. You know, I personally didn't. I'm gonna play the same regardless who's in the game. I love both of them as as people, so I couldn't really I couldn't really say anything about it because I think they're both great quarterbacks, and whatever happens.
All right, thanks, guys.